Okay, so as a by the way, I'm recording this first bit before I've seen the episodes, like an hour before. I need something to do while I wait for fear. Um, so going into all of this, just I want to be upfront that I have seen both of the officially released Cartoon Network clips from Little Homeworld, so I'm a little bit spoiled on that episode. Everything else will be blind. Okay, so predictions and thoughts going into it. Little Homeworld, I'm pretty sure the gym that's not really going along with all of it is going to be Cherry Quartz, who was revealed in that clip. I I've seen a lot of people thinking that maybe Jasper's going to pop up. I'm not sure she's going to pop up so soon. Um, Guidance. I've seen two thoughts on this. I've seen some musings that maybe Amethyst is kind of trying to direct people to some of the gyms to some jobs kind of based on like what she thinks they'd be good at instead of thinking about what they'd actually want to do. And just kind of, subconsciously, because, people kind of sort people into categories. It's kind of what happens a lot of the times. And a lot of our work as human beings is just trying to get away from that. But anyways, I am getting away from myself. So I've seen that's an idea. I've also seen the idea that maybe it's Steven doing that. So we'll see where that episode goes. That's kind of the one I have the least amount of thoughts on, to be honest. So I'm excited to see what that one handles and deals with. Rosebuds. My thought on this is that I predict they're going to be going back to the zoo, meeting up with the Famethist, and I think we're going to see maybe some unbubbled rose quartzes. That's my thought on that one. And then volleyball is the episode I'm most terrified about. And yeah, poor Pink Pearl. I think we're most likely to see whatever pink diamond mode Steven's got going on in that episode. I'll be surprised if we see it any earlier, but I think that is where that plot line is going to start dripping in. Because like in the trailer, there was that shot of Pearl pushing Pink Pearl behind her, and she was kind of looking mildly like, I don't trust what's going on right here. Like kind of not quite afraid, but, on the line of afraid. But normally she's really fast to summon her weapon, and people pointed out that she didn't in that shot, which is why there's a lot of people thinking that she is defending, protecting Pink Pearl from Steven, who is kind of blowing up a little, maybe, emotionally. And maybe that's when his powers kind of go into overdrive and he can't control it. So very interesting thoughts there. I'm very eager to see what happens. And I'm very eager to see what kind of potential theories and foreshadowing all of this kicks in the overdrive after this as well. There's that whole theory that Steven's going to end up corrupted by the end of this. And oh yeah, I'm very interested in that possibility. So time will tell if there's any other pieces of potential foreshadowing that could at all be seen for that. And yes, so I will get back to you soon with the episode reactions. Ooh.
Well, can I come back to see you sometime? Do what you want.
Okay. So it wasn't no. Boop. Oh, there's Jim Glyph. Okay, so I want to pause this and talk about that for a second because, whoa. Okay, so that one places I did not expect, and I, for one, love it. So I was not expecting Jasper to show up for this episode because I was expecting it to focus on Cherry Quartz more, and I was dead wrong. And I, for one, am very glad I was dead wrong because, oh boy, we finally got ourselves some Jasper content again. Um, okay, so she's out being a hermit, which is understandable. That would absolutely be my take on what she would be up to. So yeah, that makes sense. She's just she's keeping herself trained. She's keeping herself strong. She's kind of waiting for another fight, which is really sad, honestly. Um, I mean, I guess that's she says that's what she was born to do. So she still feels so boxed in by that expectation of gym society. And like she could do whatever she wants, but I think she still feels like that's what she has to do. I'm not sure if that's what she wants because like I don't know. If it is, she wants to spar with people. That could be a very good outlet. But oh, I just feel really bad for her. Okay, so there's that. Steven. Okay, so I am loving I am loving how snarky and like teenager he's gotten. I love it so much. Because like we saw that in the movie, but also that was kind of it was kind of all overdrive stress, but just in his general demeanor, he's just kind of like he's got a little snark about him now, and I really love it. I really did not expect to see him just full out wail on Jasper right there. Like, that was a surprise. Um, I was kind of thinking that it might be a little one sided. Like, Jasper's like, I'm gonna fight you, kid. Um, and then he's just gonna be like, okay, well, my life is threatened, so I guess I'll have to fight back. But it really wasn't. It was a lot more, like, equally balanced there. He flat out was like, fine. You want to fight? I'll fight. I'll fight you. Come here. And like, at the beginning he was holding back, obviously, but wow. Wow. All the stuff she was saying to him really got into his mind because, yeah, that just unlocked a whole another set of powers there. I really like that at first it's being established as something that's just, oh, cool, another new thing I never knew about myself. Instead of like going straight into the angst territory of it, I think it's going to be over time built up as something that's uncontrollable, and that he over time is like, I can't stop myself when I'm in this mode. I think it's going to be built up as that, but I like how it's just established right at the beginning as like, yeah, new power, cool, never knew I could do this. And he wants to learn how to handle it. Like he wants to learn more about what he can do. He was like fully like, hey, can you train me? Also something I did not expect. And I really like how Jasper at first is no. And then he asks if he can come back and visit, and she's like, whatever, I don't care, do what you want. It's not a full-on positive yes, but it's a step. Um, I get the sense that really almost no one actually goes to check up on Jasper. I kind of feel like it's mainly just Steven. Um, so there's that. And she is way further kind of chilled out than I thought she'd be at this moment. So I'm really, really excited to see where they go with her character from here. And I'm really excited to see what they establish with this new power. The other thing that I think this episode showcased pretty clearly was that, like, okay, so there were a lot of theories that this is like Pink Steven, like possessing Steven. Like, I saw that being thrown about, and I strongly disagreed with it because I don't want to like continue to push home the idea that Pink Steven is like an entirely separate being. No, he's half of Steven. So I'm really glad that that doesn't seem to be a thing. It's literally just a diamond mode. It's like boosted power. It's just like he's like using far more energy output from his gym than he normally would. I like that it seems pretty clearly to be a matter of just that. Um, but yeah, like the second he smashed Jasper into a hole in the ground, he's like, oh crap. And then it faded away, but because he realized he had kind of emotional realization. So anyways, yes, that went places I did not expect. I am very, very happy with that. That was great. Okay, I'm going to unpause this and move on to the next episode in 3, 2, 1, play. Uh-oh. Yep, that's first priority. Smokey, 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 Smokey! Ah!
Smokey! I think the kids really like me too. I've never been this happy.
Oh, that's sweet. And there's a roller coaster.
Oh no, we forgot it! He's fine.
Yeah, let's be real, he's fine. Okay, so... Boy! Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm still recording because that would be really bad if I wasn't. Also, like, okay, so I was right in the fact that Amethyst was helping people get plugged in with things to do kind of based on what they were used to doing, but that's not a bad thing necessarily, because she asked them all at this moment what they wanted to do, and they give their honest opinion, and that's kind of what they felt comfortable with. And like, if as time goes on, like I'm probably saying it wrong. Small Blue Gem. I will figure out the pronunciation exactly later. Small Blue Gem figured out, hey, I actually kind of like this other thing better, because she had kind of a new experience. As time goes on and they start having those new experiences, then, you can branch out, try new things, throw yourself to something new. But, like, being in a comfort zone that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's something familiar for them right now. So, that's very true. And I think that we were all kind of, at least me, kind of thinking about predictions was amped up and, no, it has to be different. It has to be different from the Gympire. Oh, I have rips in my pants. That's weird. I will have to look at that again later. Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So I like that. I really do like that. And we got Smoky Quartz back. I love Smoky Quartz, goodness. They're so funny. Yeah, I was really glad that we actually got some voice acting work from Smokey as well in this, because like some episodes, like they've shown up and like it's just been like they were like there but didn't really do that much, and it's been since Know Your Fusion we've really gotten them like in a full out scene. Like we got them in Change Your Mind, but it was pretty short, because then Steven had to fuse with everyone else. Anyways, I loved getting the Smokey content, and whoa, Steven's new powers absolutely are boosted in Fusion because, oh boy, they were like Quicksilver. They were sprinting fast. That is super cool. I love that as a power. And it makes so much sense with Amethyst, like the quartz sort of like nice mouth noise I made there. Just the ability she already has to kind of roll up in a ball and just go super fast with like the big burst of purple. That's kind of a quartz ability. It works really well with that. So like it makes complete sense how Steven's diamond abilities sort of flaring up suddenly just really puts that in overdrive. That was awesome to see. This is a very funny ep. All of the chaos happening. Oh, goodness. It was nice seeing Uncle Andy just out and doing things with various gems. That was cool. I wasn't expecting to see him, like, super, super early on or anything, or really at all. yeah, it's nice to see him involved with things in Beach City, so that was cool. I feel like the character we haven't really seen that much from yet is Greg. Like, I don't think we've even seen Greg yet. I'm curious what he's up to. Actually, he might be touring with Sadie Killer as the season manager. Yeah, that honestly might be what it is. Oh, speaking of that, I'm thinking back to the last episode, but I'm really happy that Lars started a bakery. I'm so proud of him. Everybody wanted that from him. Everyone's like, Lars should start a bakery. And like they had something in the comics where he was like dreaming about that. So it was definitely something in his mind. So cool to see it canonized. I'm kind of hoping that maybe he does go back into space eventually and hang out with some more gems. But like right now he's, doing what he wants right now here on Earth. And I think that's awesome. Bless you, Lars. And I think that's all. Oh, I can't finish this discussion without going on to talk about Amethyst's gut punching. So what about you? What do you want to do? Ouch. And yeah, Steven is like, I want to help people. I don't think I'm good at that, though. So that was an armor-piercing question, and I'm sure it's one he's having in his mind the whole time. And I feel like this is like when I get asked, what are you going to do after college? And then you're like, I don't know, live? Like, it's not all planned out yet. And so Steven's kind of in this in-between mode where he's like, I've got stuff I'm kind of working on now, but it's going to soon roll to an end, but I'm going to have to do something after, and I don't know what that is. And that's just really an awkward place to be in life. So yeah, I get it. They're really pushing that question of what he wants to do in the future super early on. So that's absolutely going to be a driving point. Okay, that was all I want to talk about. I'm going to move on to Rosebud, which I'm really hyped for Rosebud. The next two I'm super excited to see what they do with them. And I'm going to be playing in 3, 2, 1, go. Rosebuds. What the hell?
Yo, Steven!
Family reunion!
Amethyst space!
He's cutting one of those carrot beans again.
Yep. Painting's gone. Where'd it go? Oh. Okay. Okay, geez. Why did they, suddenly go back to Amethyst sucking on her soda? That was weird. Okay. Yeah, that went where I expected it to. And I'm very glad for that. And it went deeper. Okay, so... So Pink Diamond created all of the Rose Quartz gems as a cover, is what I'm taking from this then. She shapeshifted into a quartz gem, a quartz-looking gem, enough to kind of evade people's suspicions. And to cover that up, she created a whole new kind of gem called a Rose Quartz, just so she'd have plausible deniability. And I still... Okay, that one Rose Quartz looks so much like her that I seriously wonder if she was used as a decoy by Pink Diamond, so she can be in 2 places at once to lessen suspicion. I've nothing to, there's nothing I'm writing this off of, but it's just a thought I have. And I might explore it in my own works, maybe. Anyways, yeah, so that's absolutely what I take from that. Poor Pearl. Pearl was just messed up about this. Understandably so. Pearl was, better off than Greg, I swear. Pearl was kind of like, I'm uncomfortable, but I can kind of sit in the same room for a few minutes with this Rose Quartz who looks exactly like my deceased lover. She was kind of fine with it, and then Greg literally walked in and walked out, which, that's fair. That's completely fair, buddy. it was really cool seeing all of the humans again, like the old zoo humans. They're not zoo humans anymore. They're just humans that are chilling out there in space on their own space cruise ship. I guess. I was not expecting that, but I really like it. So they're in command then. It looks like that, it looks like they're kind of a bit more with it. Not to be mean, but I mean, earlier they were definitely kind of, they didn't know that much early days because they were constantly listening to a little voice and they were doing everything that someone told them to do. But it looks like in the 2 years since, they've been fending for themselves, making their own decisions. They're controlling where they go because it's a cruise ship and they're just gonna cruise wherever they want. So that's real cool to see. It seems like they're happy and they're free, so that's cool. And it seems like most of the fam at this, they're just still chilling there. I mean, because again, this is a cruise ship. They just get to sit around and have fun up there, so it's, better for them to stay there than go other places, I guess. And Holly Blue she's also still just chilling there. Kind of surprised she didn't leave, but it was real nice seeing her again. I guess it's her comfort zone as well, kind of going back into that idea. Okay, what else? So yeah, they released, all the humans released the rose quartzes, and looks like a lot of them are still chilling in the old diamonds chambers. I feel like that's kind of to the rose quartz gems what that one room that had all of the kind of cubbies for the Famethyst was like to them. Like, just kind of a comfort zone. Again, comfort zone, it's like the word of the week, I swear. Just a familiar place you can kind of fall back to. That's their home, is kind of what I gleaned from that. And then those three that were like, I want to meet Steven. Oh, wow. They popped right out. Wow, we had some big reactions from that poor lad. Jeez. Again, I don't blame him, but wow. He was kind of being a bit of a push over there, poor kid. It's like he was spending all this time not really, like in the early parts of the episode, he spent all this time not really thinking about his own self-well-being, and he was thinking about, well, how do I make them happiest? Sure, you stay over. Yeah, it'll be fun. Fake smile, dying inside. I'm glad he finally kind of actually got to talk with them. I mean, I didn't expect the episode was going to end without them doing that, but that was a really, really sweet conversation at the end. It's also a very sweet idea that they're all like siblings to each other because they're all made by Pink Diamond. That's really sweet. I love that. So yeah, he does have siblings. I mean, Amethyst has always been a sibling-like figure to him, but like this is kind of like blood siblings because literally the son of Pink Diamond, created from Pink Diamond essence. Heck yeah. Sibling time. I hope we see more out of them. They were real fun. I'm also looking forward to, I'm sure the Phantom's going to give them all names, like little nicknames. So I'm eagerly looking forward to that. And I'm kind of hoping that canon will give us nicknames, like specifically, in a later episode, just to make it easier to distinguish them, because they all have kind of fun personalities. Anyways, oh yeah, and then Lion's Mane, the portrait's just sitting by the tree. I think that's a good resting place for it at the moment, because I understand why no one would really want that hanging over them anymore, especially after everything that's happened, and that the chest is still open. What a little teaser that is. Goodness. Okay, so, geez. Okay, so here we go to the episode I am scared about. We'll see what happens here in 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't even
Oh,
want to
crap.
think about it.
Stephen.
I just want to fix it.
Oh, baby! Oh! Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there's a lot that just happened there. Ah! Okay, so... Pink Diamond has always been super capable of extreme destructive force. And she just started not doing that, I guess. But she's always been capable of it, which kind of... I've always been thinking that was a thing where, like, you know, Pink Diamond kind of has all these healing abilities, but, like, how easy would it be? Like, what if... Because it doesn't make sense for Diamond to have those, really, if they're, like, colonizing worlds and, like, getting rid of the, you know, the life there to, like, make their colonies. It doesn't make sense to have healing powers in that case that are, like, organic related. So I've always had a thought of what if originally Pink Diamond's kind of expertise mode was a bit more destructive, kind of like, you know, taking away life. I don't know. And that might also play into the cactus episode, the prickly pear, which I believe that's where the cactus comes in. Like, if there's kind of an anti-life aspect, like a spin on those abilities, that might be where something like that could play in. Anyways, holy crap. So that is a thing with Pink Diamond's powers. Stephen also very much has those abilities. He is kind of just snapping into that mode at, like, the slightest concerning thought about his mother. Like, that's not super great. This is the third time in 3 episodes that has popped on. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a problem. He scared the crap out of Pearl, looks like. Because she was like, no, Pink couldn't do that. Like, she didn't have that ability, so she's never seen that. Because I think Pink stopped once she saw that she had damaged her Pearl, and then Pink Pearl was taken away at that moment. I think she realized, oh, crap, what am I doing? And I think that's where a serious kind of shift started to happen with Pink Diamond, it's my guess. So Pearl never really saw that side of her. So, yeah, Pink Diamond absolutely was capable of change as she did, which is why none of the other crystal gems know about this. But, you know, now Steven's in a rough point in life, and all sorts of confusing emotions are popping up. And so now that latent ability is showing up, and no one knew anything about it before this. So a lot of the other abilities, they at least were able to be there to provide context to him. Like, oh yeah, Rose could control, like, her descent with, like, her own personal gravity. Like, that's the thing she could do. And they'll explain it, and, like, she had a shield, she did this. But Steven's in the dark now, because I think only Pink Diamond knew the full extent of what she's capable of. Maybe the other diamonds too. He might have to go ask them a few things, maybe, once it starts getting, you know, uncontrollable completely. But the crystal gems have no idea what he's capable of at this moment, and that is brand new territory for him. Like, that has to be terrifying, honestly. Okay, there's so many things to talk. There's so much to talk about in this episode. Oh my goodness. So we have the Reef, brand new gym location. Looks to be where pearls are made, where pearls go to kind of be rejuvenated, kind of like, yeah, all of that. So Pink Pearl wasn't rejuvenated then because she actually remembers her time with Pink Diamond. She was just controlled by White. So that's interesting. I'm kind of curious why they didn't. I think it's because she wasn't rebelling. She just was kind of broken by Pink Diamond. So they didn't feel it necessary to entirely rejuvenate her. That, because, that takes resources to send you over there. And, like, I'm sure that just it's time they didn't want to deal with. But yeah, gems are made here. Gems are fixed here. The pearls. That's very cool seeing their origins. I love all of the nautical sort of aesthetic of it, with them being pearls and stuff. Okay, so there's that. Oh, at the beginning, it was welcome, Pink Diamond. Awkward. And then, holy shit. The Pearl fusion. Wow. That is awesome. I loved that so much. And together they were able to kind of really contextualize a lot about Pink Diamond that they couldn't separately. And they like blatantly pointed that out. That's really cool. That's beautiful. I'm really glad that they're friends. Pearl and Pink Pearl. I mean, I didn't really think they wouldn't be, but I'm just glad that we're getting like actual meaty interactions with both of them. I just think it's really sweet because like they both have quite a lot of shared experience. Just since they were both really close to Pink Diamond. And kind of working through that together just seems like a really good idea. And it's far better than trying to go through it alone, I guess. I don't like to say. One thing I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a bit of a coda about was, yo, Steven, like, what the hell was that, kid? But I mean, that's probably to come. Like, I don't think that's something Pearl really wants to touch on right now, since he kind of had such a violent reaction to all of that. Because he literally shattered the floor. He shattered the walls. Like, I was seeing, like, shockwaves coming out from just him yelling. So that is... We have seen exactly that kind of raw power before with Pink Steven. So we've already seen that kind of extent and how powerful he is. But now Steven is just going, oh, okay. I guess I'm capable of this now. Oh boy, what a start. What a wild ride. I am going to end it here at this point. I'm still looking at my screen at the very last shot of that last episode. Goodness, the backgrounds are so stunning. But yeah, so I'm going to end it here. I'm really hyped for next week. I will see all of you, hopefully, later.